Hello my beauty buddies, I'm super excited to do the Jaclyn Hill Ride or Die Challenge. This was the idea of one of my subscribers that I do this. I thought, hey, yeah, great idea. So I put on my leather biker jacket to do my Ride or Die Challenge. I envisioned myself on a desert island or in the desert or floating somewhere out in the middle of the sea where I could only have this makeup, and for the rest of my life this is what would be airdropped to me. So I'll go ahead and get started with skin prep. I love this. This is the Embryolisse Lait Crème Concentrée. I probably butchered the French on that, but basically it's a very nice light moisturizer, and it gives you, kind of a really nice base. I discovered this when I was on a chat with, was it Beautylish or Camera Ready Cosmetics? I forgot. I was buying I think it was Camera Ready. I was buying an RCMA palette, and I was asking them, well, what do you suggest cutting it with if you don't want as much pigment? And they recommended this, and they said, oh, and it's a great primer, and it's great this and that. And since then, a lot of professional makeup artists that I know have been very positive about this, and I've loved it, and it just sinks right in and doesn't make you too shiny, but great base for your makeup. But if I'm talking like a primer, I know that this is probably not one that a lot of people are talking about, but I love this primer water. It's bubbly because I just dropped it. The primer water, I love a few spritzes on my face, and I just feel like it gives you a nice base. I have dry skin, just the more moisture I can get. And I also like this as a setting spray sometimes. So really like the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. All right, next up, I will talk about my favorite foundation. So if you've been watching my videos for any length of time, you know that my favorite foundation is the Sky, the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I use natural beige in summer, and I go a little lighter in winter. I love this for filming. I love this for going out. I feel like it stays on really well. It works with my skin. It gives me enough coverage. It's just my holy grail ride or die right here. I just love, love, love this stuff. I think I just had 2 bottles of that in my last Empties Speed Reviews video. Okay, so let's see. Next product is concealer. And I have a ton of concealers, but the one that I always go back to is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. And I don't just use it under my eyes. I use it, on any dark spots of pigmentation I have, whatever. And I found that, and this is waterproof and this is regular, and I use them in medium. I do have a light also if I want like a real big contrast going, but usually I use the medium, and I find that they last super well all day. I just, do some setting powder, which we'll talk about right now. My favorite is Laura Mercier. This is the Undercover Pot. This is the Camouflage de Poche. And anyway, the top, I've run out now of the, kind of concealer duo that was in there, but I just love this powder. It's super finely milled, and I'm 49, so I'm getting some little fine lines, and it does not look creasy. I have it down there right now, so I really, really love this. It's funny that I like this powder so much. Actually, in second position for me for concealers would be the Secret Camouflage by Laura Mercier. It's in a square. I should have brought it, but anyhow, that's number 2, and we're only supposed to be choosing one, so I'm choosing this with this powder. So blushes were difficult. I really like blush, and I have a lot of them, but the one that I always reach for when I'm in a rush is this one, which means that it always works. I know it's always gonna look good, and it is the Sweethearts Blush by Too Faced, and this is in Candy Glow. And what I love about it, it's pink, but it's got a bit of peach. It's got a tiny bit of, shine there to it, but it's not, sparkly or glittery or anything. So this is my ride or die blush. All right, if we're talking about powders, overall, the one powder that I could not live without is this. I'm on a Too Faced roll here. It's the Cocoa Powder Foundation. I don't use this foundation, but I use it really just to set everything when I am done with putting all the other layers on, right? And I have totally hit pan. I need another one. This is Golden Light is the color that I use in this, and it just works really well. If I use a light hand, I can get a more natural look with it. I don't find that it's cakey, and it really lasts well, and I think really holds all my makeup kind of together. In case you're not familiar with this, you obviously have the powder, and then if you lift this up, they have a little pad, but what I've done and the one I carry around with me in my purse is Tarte. In their pressed translucent powder, there's a flat little kind of funny brush, and it's like the shape of really one of these, but like half of it's plastic, half of it's a brush. I keep that in there, and that way I have a little brush just by grabbing this out, and I don't have to be digging in my purse or my little makeup bag for a brush every time I want to apply powder. So just a little tip if you get one of these. If you watch any of my videos, you know that I absolutely love So Bronze bronzer by Hempz. I know it looks a little bit more orangey, but for me and my complexion, this is just the very best bronzer on me. I can use it in summer or winter, and while I have others that I use off and on, this is the one that really is my ride or die. Highlighters. This one was hard because I was really stuck between two of them. I was stuck between Mary Luminizer and this one, but long-term overall, I really love this, and I really like it for inner highlight in my eye too, so it's kind of a 2-for-1, you know, multi-purpose thing here. And this is the MAC Lightscapade. Let me open this up for you. And it is the, you know, the mineralized skin finish, but it's in Lightscapade, and it's just really beautiful. It kind of has that rainbowish color to it, but that's not really how it goes on. I mean, I have it on, and what I like is, here, I've got it on my finger, but obviously I'm not wearing it like that, but I feel like I can just get a very nice light look with it, or you can build it way up and get more if you want. And for my skin tone, I just love it. This is the Touche Clot, and it's a little clicker pen. Let me open it here, and you know, you click it up, and then the product that comes out, they call it a concealer, but it really, I don't think it gives much coverage, but I really like what it does to give like a lightening effect, you know, under your eyes, but being subtle. I feel like if I'm tired and I'm out, if I pull this out and just do a couple dabs and, you know, rub it in, I suddenly look much more awake and less tired. So I absolutely love this, and I feel like it lasts very well, and it moisturizes a bit so you never get lines. So generally, whenever you see me, I've probably got this under my eyes. My ride or die for eyeliner is this little bugger. It's the Laura Mercier Tight Liner, and it's a cake, and basically you add water to it. You just wet your brush and then stick it in there and make a little paste, and it just goes beautifully between your lashes. I've been using this for at least 12 years. It lasts all day, and I just find it to be so flexible. I can kind of smoke it out or make a super dark line, whatever I want. And here's an eyeliner option that's just ready to use. This is my Jessie's Girl liquid eyeliner. It's like in a brush kind of pen thing here. It's super black, it lasts super long. Don't buy the brown. I bought the brown, it dried out like almost immediately. It's horrible. This one, it's got the little, you know, shaky, and then you can just go and it stays on all day, and it's $6.99. I can only find it online. I haven't found it in a store yet though. So just go to their website. I think the shipping's free if you spend like $20 or something. So I usually order 3 at a time, and then I'm set for quite a long time. They last really well. And I have my friend Jen from Jen Loves Reviews to thank for turning me on to this a long time ago. Absolutely love it. And while I have a bunch of other ones that I like a lot, overall, gosh, for the price, I'm choosing this one because it's as good as the $20-something ones. Mascara, again, if you have watched any of my videos, you know I'm a Too Faced Better Than Sex fan. I just love this mascara. I also have the waterproof version now, and I just don't find anything that bumps up my very sparse lashes as well as this. Yes, you have to work with it a bit, but for me, it's worth the results. So this is my ride or die. So for lipsticks, I have to say I have so many, and I'm usually mixing them. I didn't think it was fair to pick one because I really never just wear one. This is probably 3 colors and a little bit of eyeshadow mixed in on my lips. So I'm skipping the whole lipstick thing. I just really can't pick one. So I just went ahead and skipped over to lip glosses. And I mean, if I had to pick one brand, the nicest one that feels the best, that lasts super long, is my Tom Ford. Love those. And I could probably go grab that color that I guess I could slap on every day. But I'm just gonna skip out of the lipstick thing for now because, you know, I don't know. I'd probably bring a lipstick palette. Oh, I've just figured out the lipstick problem. Now, don't say I'm cheating, but I'm going to say a lipstick palette is my favorite. I got this Viseart lip palette, and I love it because now if I travel or whatever, I can bring along. It's like having, 12 lipsticks all with me at once. So the formula is really nice. I think that the color selection is great. I mean, yeah, there's not like a true screaming red, but I have so many of those separately and I barely ever wear them. So I absolutely love this Viseart. Ride or die for lips. And don't say I'm cheating because there's 12 colors, because this is what I would want to bring. Lip gloss, I love lip gloss. I'm not gonna do the whole liquid lipstick thing because I just don't wear them that much. They're so dry. And I have a few, like I like the ones, if I had to say liquid lipstick, I would say the ones by Jouer because they're a bit more moisturizing for me of the ones that I have, but I don't wear them that much. The topper I like a lot though, but I put that on top of lipstick, which is moisturizing. So anyhow, for lip gloss though, I love the NYX butter glosses. I have several more colors of these thrown in random purses. They're like, I don't know, what are they, like $4 or something? And they are wonderful. I wear them constantly on top of lipstick and I love the way they smell. It's kind of like vanilla frosting, but very light, not, you don't smell it after you put it on. I mean, I don't. So NYX butter glosses are my fave. I've been a big fan of Anastasia Brow Wiz and Dip Brow for a long, long time, but I really want it to look a little bit more natural in everyday life. So in everyday life, I love this. It's by Senna Cosmetics, and there are two products here. This is in blonde. It's the Brow Shaper Duo, and it has a pomade and a powder in it. And this is the color that I use, and obviously there's a big selection of colors. And I love to use that after I have gone ahead and used this pencil. And it has, you know, obviously the little spoolie on one end, and then this here that, you know, has the retractable, you know, tip. And I just love the way this works. What I really like is that it gives you the precision. It's creamy enough, but it lasts all day, and I feel like it looks very, very, very natural. Eyeshadow. Eyeshadow is one that was really hard, really hard. I love palettes. And you guys are probably guessing which one I'm going to choose, but if I truly had to bring one that I own, the only problem is it can't be replenished because it's limited edition. It would be this Kat Von D Mi Vida Loca. The reason being, I have all my awesome neutrals, but I have my colors for fun. And on a desert island, I would want my eyes to look on Mai Tai sometimes and use these colors. They're like the ocean. And so that's why I really, really think that I would want this one with me. But because it couldn't be replenished, I would have to say, if you're gonna say, okay, it can't be limited edition because you can't have the rest of your life, it would be my Kevyn Aucoin palette. This is the Legacy palette, and I've talked about this in some other videos in my perfect palette tag and stuff. I love the shadows, super wonderful neutrals, and then you also get a, you know, a highlight and a contour that are very, very nice here. So I really, really, really do like that. It was hard to choose between this and Viseart. So this would be the one if I can't bring a limited edition one. For setting spray, if I'm not using my primer water, I really like this Model in a Bottle Sensitive Skin Formula. The regular formula for me was a little bit stingy, but I love this one. I think it works really well. It stays all day, and I don't feel like my skin feels super, super sticky. Some of them feel super sticky, at least some of the setting sprays I've tried. So I would say if I'm not using the Smashbox primer water that I use under my makeup a lot of times, and also use over it, I would pick this one if I were picking a, you know, traditional setting spray. Thank you, Jaclyn Hill, for putting this really fun tag together. I really had to think hard about what I would bring with me and have to live with for the rest of my life, but I think I'm happy with my choices, and I think I can keep the makeup on fleek with that stuff. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do so now if you want to get notifications of my upcoming videos. And if you have any questions, do feel free to ask below. And I tag all of you watching to do this challenge. Do it in your Instagram if you don't have a YouTube channel, or, you know, do it on Snapchat. That'd be really fun to see. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day or evening wherever you are.